All right, let's go ahead and get started. Feel free to grab any props that are needed to feel supported, feel nourished, feel safe and secure. This could be two blocks. This could be two books that are at the same level and volume. I also have a little bee friend that I'm just attuning to with awareness. This could also be a towel or a blanket, something that can support your knees. And ultimately, this practice is going to be a practice in attuning to your body, starting whenever you're ready, placing one hand on the heart, one hand on the abdomen, noticing these as anchor spots, noticing the rise and fall of your belly on the inhalation, noticing the rise and fall of your chest on the inhalation and exhalation. Soften your gaze, closing your eyes, taking a comfortable seated position. Feel free to repeat after me. May this practice heal and strengthen both our bodies and our minds. May this practice heal and strengthen both our bodies and our minds. Forward folding, honoring your body, your mind, and your time. This will be a mini practice to regulate, to attune, and get you ready for whatever is needed next. Right now, let's practice this present moment awareness by focusing our attention with a loving intention on our breath. Breathing in the count of 4 and exhale the count of 4. Knowing that I'm a firm believer in pulling apart those butt cheeks to avoid loading extra weight into the lumbar spine, extending the legs out if that feels comfortable for you, or creating a micro bend in the knees. Without dumping or loading too much weight into your knees, just gently place the palms facing upright, crossing at the shin or ankle, or staying right like this. I'll count as you breathe. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more round, just like that, as a community practicing together. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. I encourage you to use this throughout your practice, remembering inhalation is upward movement, exhalation is going closer to the ground. Providing that light constriction in the back of the throat is activating your vagus nerve, the ventral vagal, which is in charge of our social engagement system. If you're noticing cortisol, tension, stress, attuning to that constriction, whether it's humming or creating that ha sound, it will already activate your parasympathetic nervous system, the expression of rest, digest, to soothe, to nourish, and to regulate. Coming off of the block at this time, or book or pillow, wherever, and placing both these blocks or pillows up to the top of the mat. Go ahead and start with the tallest length. Moving from side to side, gently supporting using your hand. Inhale, arms going out and up, palms touch, look up, press the palms together, isometric activation, unshrug the shoulders, wing the elbows out, feeling a bit of that chest expansion, and release coming through that cactus 90-degree elbow bend. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, still activating, and release, palms facing up. Inhale, arms out and up, palms touch, press the palms together, release coming through the activation and all the way down. Last one, inhale, press, exhale, release, and then all the way down. Using the fingertips, allow yourself to walk away from you on the left, still using fingertips in contact here, or even placing them on a block. Inhale, arm out, up, over, and imagine swiveling open instead of hunching forwards and still keeping that chest expansion. Release, other side, walking the fingertips away. Inhale, up and over, and imagine swiveling and release. Slowly making your way to tabletop, spread your fingers wide. Always an option here to roll the mat or place extra protection underneath your knees. We're just going to start with that really nourishing cat cow, organic spinal movement patterns, imagining a paintbrush right at your sacrum, painting maybe an infinity sign or some sort of circle, crescent moon. Using your own rhythm, own breath, inhaling, coming forward, exhale, going back, protecting the wrists. Maybe imagine yourself like a cat, kneading the mat, feeling into the shoulder blades, a little extra wrist stretch. You can go ahead and place the fingertips facing the knee, gentle pressure, not loading too much weight. Also, another one is going from side to side. So fingertips will be facing away, pressing the palm down. Very gentle, micro pressure here. This is the practice of attuning to your own body. You can look at the camera, you can look at the screen at first, but then I challenge you to close your eyes and just feel into your own biomechanics. Even if this feels strange or weird or unfamiliar, this is a way to become more connected to your body, feeling into your own proprioception, your body in space. Undulating the spine, protract the shoulder, squeeze the tailbone in, slowly, gently release. Maybe creating a little bit of side to side movement, getting into the pelvis. Hmm. And then tuck the toes, protract the shoulders, lift the knees, bear pose, press back, down dog. Pushing the mat away, piking the hips up, coming up onto the toes, bend the knees out like a frog, release. And again, gently nodding the head yes, shaking the head no, bending into the right knee, look left, bending into the left knee, look right, walking your dog. Coming up onto the toes, bending the knees out like a frog, look forward and release. Slight gentle undulation here in the spine, walking the feet about a foot closer and then close to the edge of the mat. So you're just down dog, but wide and short. Using this as an opportunity to stretch into the hamstrings. Gently nod the head yes, shake the head no. Allow your quadriceps to make contact with your abdomen, to bend your knees even more here. Creating that twerking motion, releasing stress. Ah, let this feel nourishing. Creating those audible exhalations, audible sigh. That's the magic of working and practicing at home. You can be as loud as you want for the most part. Mm. And back to traditional down dog. So replacing the feet, inhaling and exhale. Noticing your own biomechanics in your spine, maybe noticing what it feels like to make contact with your forearms. Bend your knees out like a frog, look forward, step, hop, or float to the top of the mat. Placing the hands on the blocks, highest level, inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward, micro bend. Inhale, hinging from the hips, bend to the knees, and release. Inhale, flat back. This time placing one block in between and grabbing hold the other. Inhale up, coming into that chair pose. And exhale down. So we're hinging from the hips. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And up and down. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Release the block. Come all the way up. Shoulders roll up and out. Palms face away. Placing the blocks down. Go into 3 sun A's. Starting in mountain pose, inhale, arms out and up, palms touch, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back, step back to your high plank pose, lower the knees, option 1, or inhale, half push up, upward facing dog or cobra, look over the right, center, press back, down dog. Always leaving room to shake. Bend your knees. Out like the frog, look forward. Go ahead and twerk all the way to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms out and up. Palms touch. Look up. Exhale, release. Mountain. 2 more just like that. You got it. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, stepping back. Lean forward. Half push up. Inhale. And exhale, roll back. Stay for a breath in. Stay for a breath out. Bend your knees out like a frog. Look forward, step, hop, or float. Inhale, flat. Exhale, move forward. Inhale. And exhale, release. Mountain pose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, stepping back. High plank. Lean forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, rolling back. Ah. Stay for a breath in. Stay for a breath out. Bend your knees out like a frog. Look forward, step, hop, or float. Inhale. And exhale, release. Inhale, arms out and up. Beautiful. Mountain pose. Go ahead and place the blocks now in front of you. We're going to do a little ankle mobility here. So go ahead and step, allowing the metatarsal to make contact. Coming up onto the toes. Heels come up as well. Remembering that first joint rule. So with the movement that you're making or stretching, what is the joint that is going to be first impact? First form of impact. So if we're noticing our feet, the first joint, the ankle joint, if we're noticing pain in the knees, where can we stretch a little bit more? Maybe noticing we can stretch by hinging from the hips, then bending your knees. So these are just things to think about. All right, placing the blocks in front, coming into that flat back pose, and lower down. Step back to high plank, lean forward, half push up, inhale, exhale, roll back. One. And load more weight into the left, bend the right knee, open the right hip, donkey kick for 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and close the hip. Bring the right knee as close to the chest as possible, coming up onto the toes and stepping back. Stepping forward the right, using the blocks as extensions of your hands. Go ahead and tuck or untuck the left, coming onto the knee and going into that low lunge dynamic. Breathing in, opening the chest. Exhale, coming back. Someone lovingly pulling that hip back, maybe even opening the right toes. Sorry, the camera's a little cut off there. And coming forward and then back and forward. Reset the blocks. Allow the right to meet the left. Lean forward, half push up, inhale. Exhale, roll back. Loading a little more weight in the right. Lift the left. Bend the left knee, open the left hip, donkey kick on the left side for 3. Spreading those fingers wide, clawing the mat, protecting the wrist. Close the left hip, bring the left knee as close to the chest as possible. Coming up onto the right toes. Grab C, grip, ankle. Lowering down slowly, gently untuck the toes. And using the blocks as extension of your hands. And then coming back, coming into that half split pose, remembering that gentle tilt of the pelvis here. Inhale, coming forward, and just noticing what is possible in this moment with our movement. What is possible? Noticing what are you saying to yourself in these different postures. Noticing the inner narrative that's playing. And guess what? You can change. I can do this. You can do this. Hmm. Go ahead and place the blocks off the side. Hands make contact with the mat. Tuck the right toes. Step the left foot back. Inhale, lean forward. Half push up. Inhale up. And exhale. Roll back. Hmm. For 3. For 2. And 1. Hmm. Hold on to your toes, bend your knees, elegant frog, look forward, and step, hop, or float to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms out and up, palms touch, look up. And exhale, release. If you have a strap handy, let's go ahead and grab that. We're just going to do a little bit of flossing before we make our way to our final pose. Getting into our shoulders a little bit. Here we go. Inhale all the way up, creating just a little bit of resistance here. If there is a rubber band that you're using, you can notice the manipulation of how much intensity you want to bring in. You can also do this with just a regular strap as well. Remember, you are not going past a 3 out of 10 intensity. So it's a very short practice today. So we're just using this as a way to stretch, but not intensify. Not intensify too much. Inhale up and over. We're going to do 3 more rounds. So just noticing what is accessible and available. Inhale. And then up and over. Again, inhale. Unshrug the shoulders, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Up and over. All right, using this as a lasso. Going into archer's pose. Remembering the benefits of this can be really supportive and helpful, where we're not over exaggerating, like grabbing your fingers, but we can create sustainable movement patterns right here, right now. As you're inhaling, you can extend out your exhalation by just a count. It's another way of activating that parasympathetic. It's also a way of attuning to your nervous system, where we can just simply be present now. We're not fleeing from tigers and bears of mind, meaning we don't need to put our body into like contortions. We want to practice sustainability. And as you inhale, go and extend out. Remember, not going past a 3 out of 10. So some of us might be right here. Inhaling for 4 and extending out your exhalation for 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Inhale up and over. Lasso other side. You might notice as we stretch asymmetrically, at one side, you need a little extra love, a little extra stretch time. And so when you're stretching asymmetrically, you can do this. And when I'm working with private clients, I often remind them to document this. So, for example, if We're just practicing and holding for 30 seconds today, continuing that, and then adding on next week for 45 seconds. Take about 2 minutes for the body to get the hint that we are not fleeing from tigers and bears, oh my. Meaning that it takes 2 minutes for the body to get the hint that it can release and relax. We're just practicing yoga. That does not mean jumping from 30-second poses or holds into 2 minutes. It's slow, incremental, next smallest steps into achieving your goal. And release up and over. Do one more round of flossing. So 3 reps. Inhale up, squeeze, and up and over. Really exaggerate this. Inhale. Last one. Inhale and hold. Up and over. Leaving the strap. Go ahead and give yourself some love, a little havening, self-soothing practice. Finding your way back to a seated position. We will go ahead and end this little mini practice together with 3 rounds of that diaphragmatic breathing. So inhaling for 4, hold, exhale, hold. I will count as you breathe. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more rounds just like that. I'm so proud of you. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Placing one hand on your belly, if you haven't already, and one on your heart. Coming back to those 2 anchor spots. Noticing the contact. Noticing how it feels to be able to almost palpate your breath as you palpate your body. Feel free to repeat this after me. May this practice heal and strengthen both our bodies and our minds. May this practice heal and strengthen both our bodies and our minds. Gently forward folding, honoring your body, your mind, your heart, and your time. Until next time, have a beautiful rest of your day, evening, remembering whenever you practice is correct.